So my name is Anthony Bonavita. I'm the Senior Vice President of Facility Operations. My role is to oversee all the operational aspects of the Q Arena. The Bellis family have a son who's autistic, and they took a chance to come to an Autism Awareness Night here at the Q 2 years ago.
We attended an event here at the Q. It was an Autism Awareness Night where families and the therapists would come to the game together. We were going through security, and Carson wears a speech device, and the device actually set off the alarm. And they asked us to remove the device. So we were removing the device, and he got a little anxious, didn't really know what was happening, why we were taking his device away from him. He was very anxious, so the security guard told us to get control of our son, and we were just left standing there in shock.
We were here for an Autism Awareness event, and it was at that moment that we just were so upset about the entire process, and the game hadn't even started. So
many families would have just stopped and gave up and went back home feeling probably isolated, like we so often have in the past.
We don't want to be people that stay in our homes, and a lot of people with the autism diagnosis would isolate themselves, as she said, and we didn't want to live that life.
I'm ready.
So I decided to go to social media and send a tweet, and just a few minutes later we actually got a phone call back from the Q management, and I could voice my concerns.
On a personal level, it hit home for me, not only because of my responsibilities, obligations as it relates to the Q, but I also have a son that's autistic. My son, is in a different spectrum. He's communicative, but regardless, he still has needs that we currently weren't meeting. So for me, it was like a double-edged wham. We didn't do the right thing here, and I had to go look at my son and say, if I didn't work here, and I would be experiencing the same thing the Bellis did.
And from there,
it started a movement. Really, it started a movement.
We're nonverbal.
We're an outlet, and we're a safe place for people, right?
2, 1.
We're a place that people go to seek enjoyment. And it was not enough to just say, okay, we'll train people. We started going down a path and saying, wow, we can institute a sensory program, and hey, we can build a sensory room. And it wasn't because we sat in a room and said, hey, we're going to get TV coverage, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. We just said we can do more because it's the right thing to do.
They reached out to Culture City that was already doing sensory inclusion training, and they decided to bring that up here to the Q.
So Culture City is a nonprofit group that is based out of Birmingham, Alabama. And we got the Bellis involved with them to help us create our training program and to help us look at developing a sensory program, and have taken it to another level. I mean, their passion and their energy for changing the world is humbling. It's open to anybody, right? But we found that people with PTSD, people specifically on the autism spectrum, I've found that everyone needs a break. Everyone needs a sensory room. Everyone needs a timeout. Who doesn't want to be in a room with bubble walls and art that you can squeeze and tactile toys? And who doesn't want to be in here? So it really is a good place to come and just chill out, as we like to say. It's not about the Bellis. It's not about my son either. It's about everyone else. It's about doing the right thing. My son gets to come to a game now. Your son gets to come to a game now. I get to go home and smile about that.